Welcome back to a brand new episode of Mastering Programming. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how you can create a multiple choice selection tool like a menu, just like this one. And I'll even show you how you can expand it so that if you select another option, you get some views showing and revealing, and now you can even make more selections. So this basically allows you to create like a pop-up menu or like a sliding menu, a drop-down menu, whatever it is that you call it, but the official name is a drop-down menu. Without further ado, let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to a new app over here. And if I run this, and by the way, I'm connected to my iPhone, which means that if I come over here, you will get to see on my actual iPhone what we are building over here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and replace this with a V-stack, and that will allow us to vertically align or add text into our app. And let's go ahead and add a title to our app, and we're just gonna call it drop down menu. We're gonna go over here and give it a font of large title. And now, because we added it in a VStack, we can add multiple different things. So I'm just gonna be straightforward. I'm straight away gonna add a menu. So I'm going to type in menu bracket, just like this. After this bracket, I'll come here and put label, just like that. And inside of that label, I'll once again write in label, but this time I'm going to use a bracket and close it, just like this. Alright, now that we have the entire structure of the menu complete, we can actually start filling it in and adding some information. Don't worry about this error. The first thing I'll do is add the first button. So I'll say button, action, zigzaggy bracket, and this is just how you do a normal bracket. We'll add a label and another zigzaggy bracket. And for this button, the text, it's just going to be first option. I'm not going to be really creative with my naming here. After that, let's add 3 or 4 more buttons. So I'm going to do that like this. Second option, third option. For the label, we can go over here and just give this a title. So I'm going to say title. And inside of here, our title will just simply be a text. Oh, sorry. And it can be something as options. And then we're gonna come over here and put a comma and add the other option, which is an icon. And here I'll say image, system name, and over here, for now we can just put plus, because that's the only thing I remember, and that's just basically the icon. So let's go ahead and run this and see how that looks like right now, and then we'll see how we can improve it and customize it. So as you can see, we've got the app here, or the menu, showing and dismissing when needed. You can see that I can also select things, but they don't do anything. So what I want to do now is actually two things. A, show what the actual choice is after you select it instead of just saying options, and B, also give some action once it gets clicked on. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go back and I'm going to create a variable at state var, and I will just call it choice made, and inside of here I'm just going to call it options. Then I'll go to each bracket inside of that button, and inside of here you can put anything that gets performed once that option is clicked. For example, once this option is clicked, what I want to do is I want to change it from saying options to saying first option. To do that, I'm going to type in choice made, and I'll say it's equal to, and then inside of here, I'm simply just going to say first option. Let's go ahead and copy this and put it in each one. And then here, it's obviously second option. And this one is third option. But even by doing so, it doesn't mean that the title will change. And I'm so sorry, this is meant to be a single equal, just like this. So what we need to do is we need to come over here where it says title, do a dash and a bracket, which allows us to put a variable inside, and then type in choice made. Now if we go ahead and run this application, what you will see is that right now it says options. If I click on it and then select second option, you can see that now it says second option. If I click on it, say first, it now says first. If I click on third, it now says third. So you've got this going and it's dynamic. The last thing I want to show you is how you can present elements based on this. So I'm going to go ahead back over here and underneath the menu. So let's go ahead and just collapse that so that we don't get confused. So outside of the whole menu section, I'm going to go over here and I'll say if choice made is equal to, and let's see what we just labeled them, first option, then let's go ahead and present a text, or you can replace this by anything else you want. First option selected. We're gonna head and copy this and present it 3 times, and here I'll say if second option is selected, then we need to say second option selected. Finally, the third one. So I actually did a mistake here. Just really quickly, you need to change this from saying first option to third option. Otherwise, it will actually show this in both scenarios. So I'm going to go ahead and change it into third option. And now if we go ahead and run this and go back to the app, if I go ahead and select third option, you can see that it says third option selected. If I click on second one, it says second option selected. And if I click on the first one, it says first option selected. So this was a very quick example on how you can create a drop-down menu and how you can also let it perform some actions such as hiding or revealing some UI or some view in swiftUI. If you like this video, please make sure you leave a like, leave a subscribe, and comment below if you have any concerns or if there was anything that you did not understand. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.